Hey guys, so today we're talking about the VXE R1, and specifically this annoying sleep mode problem that a lot of people run into when updating the firmware. This is actually a really common issue, especially on older units that shipped with an older firmware version. Now, for me personally, my mouse came with the latest firmware right out of the box, so I haven't had the sleep mode headache. But a lot of you guys are dealing with it, and it shows up in two different ways. First, the ATK Hub software doesn't show the latest firmware at all. And second, the one that causes the real headache, your mouse goes straight into sleep mode the moment you connect it. And once it's in sleep mode, you can't use a secondary mouse to navigate through the update because it'll either fail or throw a firmware mismatch error. So what I'm going to show you today is one straight guide that covers both situations. If your mouse is functioning normally, you'll see the ATK Hub interface without any sleep mode icon. Just click the firmware icon and it'll show you the firmware upgrade option. Select your model from the dropdown and make sure your data cable is physically connected to the mouse, even if it's already paired via Bluetooth. If you have multiple VXE devices, like a keyboard, click the plus authorized device button to pick your specific device. Once your device is selected, just install the latest firmware. Simple. Now, here's what you're thinking. How do I even click anything if my mouse is stuck in sleep mode? That's where the keyboard method comes in. When your mouse is in sleep mode, you'll see the sleep mode icon in ATK Hub. You can't click, but you can press Tab slowly to move between UI elements. Once the install button is highlighted, press Enter to proceed. The firmware will start downloading. Now, after download, there's one step I almost forgot. Press R on your keyboard to load the device, or use Tab and Enter the same way we just did. Once the device loads, you'll see an Upload Boot Drive option. Tab slowly until the box selection is highlighted. Then use the arrow keys to select Update Boot Device from inside that dropdown. If your mouse is in sleep mode, you might see a dongle option appear. That's totally normal. Just select it and tab your way to the Connect button, then press Enter. Finally, press Enter once more to confirm, or tab to the Confirm button and press Enter to continue. And that's the firmware updated. If your device is still stuck in sleep mode at this point, press and hold the left click, scroll wheel, and right click all at the same time and hold for a few seconds. The light might not blink in sleep mode. That's fine, just hold it. This forces the mouse to attempt a connection with the PC. Make sure your cable is plugged in at the same time, since the wired connection helps with detection. Once that's done, if ATK Hub still isn't showing the firmware directly, open your browser and go to the VXE website. Now, heads up, VXE.com doesn't load for me. It seems to be blocked in my region, and honestly, it's never worked for me. So use Cloudflare WARP or any other VPN to access it. Once you're on the site, click the driver button at the top. Since we need the firmware specifically, click on Firmware, then scroll down and choose the mice category. VXE uses Chinese names for some models, so if you're not sure which one is yours, use Google Lens on your phone to translate. For me, my model is the VXE R1 SE Plus. When you hover over the R1 listing, it expands the submodels, so just find your exact variant and download the firmware file. Once downloaded, open either the ATK Hub software or the web interface. Both have the same layout, and select Local Firmware Update. Disconnect any other mice first, then select your firmware file. It won't take long. And that's it for the firmware fix. One last thing before I go. If you're a gamer, you can copy my ATK Hub settings. These are what I run, and they give you the best performance without adding any input delay. For response time specifically, I keep it at 4 milliseconds. That's totally fine for competitive play. Some people force it to 0 milliseconds thinking it's better, but it actually causes weird bugs like auto weapon switching during panic situations, which you definitely don't want. At 4 milliseconds, there's no noticeable delay. It's clean. All right, guys, that's everything. See you in the next one. Till then, take care of yourself and your channel, Windows Fixer. Bye.